Skittles. I told you this stuff was going to be fun because obviously you can eat the leftovers of lots of these experiments as well. And who doesn't like to eat candy or fruit or vegetables? So we're going to start with Skittles, and we've just made a pattern in this plate of the different colors. And if you make a hypothesis about what's going to happen when I add water to this, then you can decide if you want to say that it will make a big conglomeration of colors, or it'll do what I'm hoping it will do, which has to do with stratification. Stratification has to do with dissolving of the hard outsides of the candy, and we'll see what happens. So I'm just taking a turkey baster just because that gives me a little more control. And I'm just going to drop water around the Skittles until I've covered the bottom of the plate. And you don't want to do this real quickly because it gives you a different reaction than if you do it slowly. So if you do it slowly and let the Skittles the color begin to dissolve off the Skittles. And again, you don't want to do it quickly, but do it slowly. And you can see that my Skittles are beginning to dissolve. And by the way, there's another experiment that you can do where you can float the M off of M&Ms. So if you put the M&Ms in your plate and cover the top of it with water, then literally the M that is on the M&Ms will float off and come to the top of the water. I always find that pretty interesting. So you can see that we're beginning to get some color as the candies are dissolving. And you can see that it's beginning to run together. And if I'm careful about what I'm doing, hopefully we'll have some streaks of color as opposed to it all muting together and having a big blob of yuck. So that's why you have to take your time, is to get the colors to make the stratification that you're looking for. So again, take your time. And obviously you've got more time at your place. You can see good stratification right here where the green's coming together, the purple and the yellow, but notice that it's all coming in separate little lines instead of it all mixing together. So stratification has to do with the coats on the food coloring are made of obviously sugar. When you pour water over the Skittles, the coloring coatings dissolve, spreading through the water. The color and the sugar dissolve into the water and then diffuse through the water, thus it makes the little colored patterns. Over time, the colors will begin to bleed into the actual candy itself, and so it will become a yucky, looky mess eventually, but as things begin to break down. But the water stratification is a good example of why you have little rivers of the same color flowing into the middle. So pretty cool in terms of water stratification.